Yo guys, what's up? I don't usually want to make this type of video. I don't want to do this type of video often, but sometimes you just kind of gotta do it. So, some context. Not that much context. It's like my latest video. I just published a video, maybe like yesterday, 2 days ago. I think 2 days ago, because yesterday I was streaming all day. Tune in for those. I was talking about the Pridewin update. Pridewin updated their tier list. Pridewin updated their tier list with the release of Ciaconna. As per usual, new character comes out, they update the tier list. And I basically talked about why I felt like they overrated some of that stuff. I feel like they overrated Ciaccona's value in TOA. In my opinion. And I talked about it a little bit. I explained my experience with Ciaconna. I explained why I feel like she doesn't deserve to be that high up, but she deserves to be at 0.5. Granted, this is an opinion, so of course people are gonna have conflicting takes, and I have no problem with that. I don't care. In fact, if you have a different opinion, please comment it. I want to hear about it. But here's the problem: sometimes when you comment shit, and sometimes when you just say things but don't really, I don't know, explain it in any way, respectfully, you sound like a fucking idiot. And that's what this guy sounded like, in my opinion. I'll show you guys right here. So we go over here. This is my video. Pridewin just made the worst update. I know, a little clickbaity. It is what it is, right? You gotta work with the algorithm. It's the biz. We scroll down. Right here. Agosta 44. 3 hours ago. And he edited it. Let's talk about it. Oh god, I'm getting baited. Quote unquote, I'm not a math guy. Yeah, that's why you're clueless on why she's as good as she is. Ciacconna's damage output outperforms my S2 Changli and plays like Sanhua with how fast her rotation is. She sped up my Gion team by replacing Mortefi and added close to 1k points in Whimpering Waste. Regardless of where Pridewin would have placed her, I would argue she's one of the best characters they've ever released. You're complaining just for the sake of complaining because you don't like the character. I don't like the character? Okay. Alright. We're gonna dissect this. So he quotes the fact that I'm not a math guy. And I said it myself in the video. I am not a math guy. Because at the end of the day, you can calculate all you fucking want. But I promise you, look at all those spreadsheets. No one's talking about when you get smacked in the face by Inferno Rider. No one's talking about when you get hit by 7 other monkeys while you're fighting the fucking monkey hologram. They're not talking about when Cartethia, or not Cartethia, when Fleur-de-Lis does her fucking vibe check move where she insta-kills whatever's in the field. We're not talking about that. We don't talk about that in the calculations. Why? Because guess what? In that setting, that completely invalidates all those calculations. So that's why I don't talk about math. I don't give a fuck about math. I respect the people that talk about math. I think they're way smarter than me when it comes to that. When the math is accurate, when they give me the information, when they put it in a spreadsheet that's like actually readable, yo, I will give you props. You are smarter than me, and you are more passionate than me. I could not be bothered to fucking do that. What I do like to do is play the characters myself, and then use these things, these ocular, ocular features on my face, called my eyes, and see how it works. So, he says his Ciacconna's damage output outperforms his S2 Changli. Really? Okay. Let's put that to the test.
The divinity may foresee the future of the world, but I doubt they can predict which song people will play tomorrow. Trio of Destiny. I hear the weeping aria.
No need to dwell. Think fast. Make it fast. Plan with convention, then conquer by ingenuity.
Clear as the blaze.
Feathers disintegrate. My blade yearns. Who's the caged bird now? Sever!
Your Ciaconna outdamage your Chang Li? Because my Ciaconna didn't outdamage my S2 Chang Li. My Chang Li actually outdamaged her by a pretty decent margin. Granted, my Ciaconna died during her ult, so I guess I must have missed I think I missed out on maybe like an extra 2k tick, maybe? Okay. I even in the clip, you guys saw it, which is completely unedited. I even let the fucking wind erosion, your precious little wind erosion tick, go all the way down. So Ciaconna did as much damage as she could have done in that setting. I gave her best DPS set. She had her weapon. Her talents were maxed out. She was fully leveled. You let me know. Let me know how your Ciaconna outdamaged your Chang Li, because I would love to reach those numbers. I would love to. But you guys see how mine didn't? You guys see how my Chang Li did significantly better than Ciaconna? And you guys also see what I did in the video, where I showed you guys all my stats, where I showed you guys every little detail of my character. So let me ask you, buddy, what's your name again? Agosta44. What are your stats? Please tell me. I would have loved to know your stats when you made that comment. At least your crit rate or crit damage would have been cool. Because I genuinely don't know in what fucking make-believe world, what kind of like drug-induced manic episode you were in that you saw your Ciaconna, your sub DPS Ciaconna, out DPS and S2 Chang Li. Shit, let me see that. Let me see that video. Let me see those stats. Let me see something. Let me see something before you say I'm clueless. Before you say that I'm just complaining to complain because I don't like the character. That character? That character that I pulled for? The character that I spent resources on? The character that I even pulled their weapon for, which everyone told me not to. And you know what? You're right. I probably shouldn't have. But I still did. Because I don't like the character. Yep. Yep, totally. That was the reasoning. I hate that bitch Ciaconna. I hate her so fucking much. I hate her so much that that's why she's the face on my profile. That's why in my fucking description it's a Ciaconna simp. Yep. I hate that bitch. Okay. Next up, she sped up my Gion team by replacing Martefi and adding close to 1k points in Whimpering Waste. Who the fuck was talking about Whimpering Waste? I wasn't talking about Whimpering Waste. I don't think anyone that's upset about the tier list was talking about Whimpering Waste. Let's look through the video, yeah? Let's see. I'll even play it at like fucking 2 times speed.
Doesn't care about needing to dodge. And all of this being nearly fully accessible at S0. This is all very true. She has insanely fast and smooth rotations. She's a good unit to slap on a lot of different teams, especially because of her ability to apply spectral fragile.
Oh yeah, I hate this character.
Good damage output.
I hate her guts. That's why I'm saying all these good things about her.
Staticness is just incredible. Staticness is such a good weapon, especially for a sub DPS role. Doesn't care about needing to dodge. That one's a little. I mean, I see. She doesn't really offer. And I tested this pretty. Maybe I should run more tests.
Oh.
I tested on stream. This. Opposed to just like, using. Because I'm this.
So this is the Gion team we're talking about? This is the Gion team we're talking about. Okay. Cool. Sure. And if you look here, oh wow. Whoa. The change log that I was reading. What is this line right here? Let's start with Tower of Adversity. Let's start with Tower of Adversity, which is what I was talking about. So please tell me, were you still in that manic episode? Were you still under the influence when you were talking to your imaginary friend about Whimpering Waste? Because you weren't talking to me about Whimpering Waste. I wasn't talking to anyone about Whimpering Waste. I don't give a fuck about Whimpering Waste. And matter of fact, if you really want to delve into Whimpering Waste, you want to know what she's tiered at in Whimpering Waste. She's in tier 0.5, where I said she should be for TOA as well. Whoa, that's crazy. That's pretty fucking insane. And also, before we even get into the next part that I want to talk about, you were struggling in Weewall with Gion? You were struggling in Whimpering Waste with Gion. You needed this Ciaconna to help you in with Gion? Brother man, I think you have more issues than I mean clearly behind your comprehension skills, behind your cognitive function, behind your I guess eye issues as well. You also just got skill issue. That's crazy. That's a lot of issues to be dealing with. Maybe you should focus on that before commenting this bullshit, in my opinion. But let me entertain the concept, right? Let me just pretend that you stayed on topic and we were talking about TOA. Okay. Take the footage. Watch the footage.
Make this quick. I have experiments underway. The battlefield is dynamic. Do not let your guard down. Leave me alone. Burn! Burn to ashes! Ready for battle. Fear no more. But now lend me your power. Fury boils. Inferno! Feel my wrath! Let's steer wide open this another way. Unstoppable. Fury boils. Your power. As you wish. You're no match. Burn! Burn to ashes! Let's do ready for this battle. Another way. Settle. Fear no more. Lend me your power.
The divinity may foresee the future of the world, but I doubt they can predict which song people will play tomorrow.
The battlefield is dynamic. Do not let your guard down.
Solo time! Seeing is believing. Now presenting a poem of finale.
You're wide open. Unstop. Don't you worry.
Thanks for watching. The pitch is lowered. Seeing is believing.
Ready for battle. Fear no more. Finale. Lend me. I can take it.
Thanks for watching. Seeing is believing. Listen, the trio of destiny.
You're wide open. Lend me your power. Unstoppable.
So what's the verdict, guys? Am I wrong for what I said? We saw it. They're both on Moonlit. They're both on their best weapon. They both had decent stats. We even saw I put the better echoes. I moved the better echoes from Mortefi onto Ciaconna. She did decent damage. I'm not denying that. She did provide for Gion. She gave him an arrow damage buff and arrow resistance shred. We're still hitting for like 7.8 Ks or 7 Ks, whatever it was. We're still hitting for with Mortefi, we're going up to 9K. 9K plus additional damage, which by the way, I'm not gonna say that she's not a bad alternative. She's definitely not. The times were really close. Mortefi was still faster though. Mortefi was still faster. On top of faster, Mortefi was at a disadvantage because he did less damage because it was Infernal Rider. Which, I don't know if you know about this. I don't know if you know about this, Augusta. But when your Resonator and the enemy are the same element, you do less damage. It's fucking crazy, right? Despite this, I still maintain Ciaconna is a good unit. She's just not tier 0. As I showed in the Tower of Adversity showcase that I just did. And what were we talking about in the video? Her rating in Tower of Adversity. Now let me know, guys. Let me know if when I said Tower of Adversity, let me know if it sounded like Whimpering Waste. Because I guess I must have spoken a different language when I said Tower of Adversity in the video. Because I guess it came off as Whimpering Waste. That's crazy. Absolutely insane. So yeah, I mean, what is there to talk about, right? Let's go back to this comment. Once again, I don't know. There's nothing to talk about for Whimpering Waste. There's literally nothing to talk about because I don't give a fuck about Whimpering Waste. I said she's fine. They even said she's fine in Whimpering Waste at 0.5. The fuck? Regardless of where Pride would have placed her, I would argue she's one of the best characters they've ever released. Am I saying she's a bad character? No. When did I ever say she's a bad character? When did I ever say she wasn't flexible? When did I ever say that she was like, she's like dead on arrival? She's not a Cantarella. Cantarella was far worse than Ciacconna's situation. Ciaconna's doing great. She's thriving. Everyone's having fun. She has a fun quest. She's fun gameplay. Provides aid for a lot of teams. But she doesn't have her best in slot yet. We can't even see her full potential yet. So what the fuck are we saying that she should be in tier 0 for? The fuck? Like, and once again, I'm complaining just for the sake of complaining because I don't like the character. I don't like the character. That's why I completely pulled her off of vibes. Wow, man. Just so you guys know, if you pull a character because you like how they look, because you like their personality, that means you don't like the character. He caught me. He caught me, bro. He caught me red-handed. So, and here's you remember when I brought up the fact that this was edited? He didn't change anything about this, actually. I was gonna let this comment slide, because at the end of the day, I didn't really give a fuck. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, wait a minute. Make an example out of this idiot, because he's just talking bullshit. He's just straight talking fucking nonsense. And the audacity to edit the message and still not see a single fucking thing wrong. Congratulations. You're fucking stupid. I don't like being a dickhead. I really don't. I don't like doing this type of shit. I don't want this video. Honestly, I don't want to keep making these type of videos. But you keep saying stupid shit. You say stupid shit under my comments when I try my best to be as respectful as possible. And I really like conversation. I would love to delve into more of these conversations with you guys. Especially with people that have differing opinions. But if you're going to say stupid shit like that, and then not provide any proof, not provide anything to back up your statement, and then you give me the opportunity. You did this to yourself, buddy. You shouldn't have mentioned that you had S2 Chang Li. Honestly, you should have just not said you had S2 Chang Li. If you just did not say you had S2 Chang Li, I would have dropped this. I would have never looked at this, and I would have been like, you know what? Maybe I need to do more testing. I would have even replied it, and I would have hearted your fucking thing. But you know what? You didn't do that. Instead, you proceed to insult me. You proceed to just assume what I'm saying instead of listening with these fucking ears that you have. So I guess we could add that to another one of your issues. And you just say some dumb shit and then you don't provide any source, any backup, any proof. Proof? You heard of that one? It's all over the gacha community. It's a fucking meme at this point. Proof, buddy. That's all you gotta show. But it is what it is. You know, we're gonna get comments like this. I'm not gonna respond to every single one of them like this. And honestly, I don't want to. I don't like being a dickhead. I'm gonna watch this video and I'm gonna be like, damn, why was I being such a fucking snarky little dickhead for? But you know what? You swing at me. It don't matter how light of a swing it is. I'm gonna swing fucking back. That's just it. That's all it is. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I kind of hope you didn't, but you know, don't expect this type of shit often. Let me know how your guys are. Jesus Christ. Let me know how you guys are feeling about Ciaconna. Have you guys had similar experiences? Do you guys feel like she's even better than you guys thought? Because I think she's even better than I originally thought. I think she's fucking incredible. But I guess I hate her, so oh well. But yeah, other than that, expect the Ciaconna polls and the viewer polls soon, cause the viewer polls are fucking crazy. My polls are, they kind of hurt. I'm not gonna lie, they kind of fucking hurt. But you'll see, And also, I'm fucking pissed. Everyone said that they Ciaconna bricked their account, and now I can't use that title. So fuck me, I guess. Yeah, I upload pretty often. I like to do woo-wah content. I'm focusing mainly on woo-wah, but I am branching out to other stuff. I got some PGR videos coming up because I tried PGR for the first time, and maybe you'll see me pulling during ZZZ 2.0 because I wanted to give it a shot. It's the one Hoyo game, or one of the main Hoyo games I haven't played, and I don't want to dunk on it before I actually play it. So, yeah. Follow me in my socials down below. I have a Twitter. I have a Twitch. I stream on Twitch and YouTube pretty often. And join me on my Discord, where I would love to have constructive conversations. Not this shit. Not whatever I just fucking did right here. Actual conversations. And yeah. Did I say subscribe? You should subscribe. Yeah, you should subscribe. Hit that notification bell while you're at it. And yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.